are looking at expansion, sorry, I wrote wrong, highlighted wrongly. Expansion and simplification. Like I said, it's a two-step process. Expand first, simplify after. The form that we are looking at is this bracket form. This is also known as the factorized form. Can you please write this down? And can I just tell you that this part, this skill, this expansion skill, and later factorization skill, they are critical, extremely critical when you go up to higher level. Okay? Yeah. So let's focus on this first. Okay, so theoretically, like I said, expansion is finding the area of rectangle. So every time you have factorized form, essentially we are saying the first part here is the breadth and the second part here is the length of a rectangle, which is why I can draw my rectangle as such on one side and the other side and cut it into 4 parts. Now the first area here, this guy, is made up of A by A. So this is actually a square, A squared. The second one is actually A multiplied by plus 2. So this is plus 2A. The one below, no need to highlight the sides for you, is minus 5A. And the very last one is negative 10, because negative 5 times plus 2. If you have gotten these 4 steps, you will be able to write down the first expanded form. Even if you didn't use the rectangle, you can just use the rainbow, right? So I can show you the rainbows. A and A, that's your first rainbow, that's why you got A square. The second rainbow that you have is actually this one, right? The 2 and the A. So what am I doing? I'm going from the first bracket, the first item times the first item, second item times the first item. Then I go back, first item times the second item. So A times 5, which is minus 5, and then A, and then finally 2 times minus 5, which is plus 10. If I were to do the rainbow properly, if I were to start all over again, I probably draw it like this to avoid confusion. A to A to 5. 2 to A, 2 to minus 5. You will avoid confusion if you just split your rainbow on top and below. Okay? But nonetheless, the answer will be the same. Now, is this acceptable? No, right? Because this is expand. This is not yet simplified. What can be simplified? The plus 2A and the minus 5A, which happens to be the diagonal diagram. So for most rectangle diagram, I actually like to finish off with this. Circle it like this. I would like to circle the like terms that are usually diagonal to each other, and then after that ask myself, what's minus 5 plus 2 equal minus 3A? So I can straight away write down my answer. A squared minus 3A plus 10. Yes? Oh yeah, minus 10. Sorry, thank you, you are right. So it's minus 10, very good. Any other mistakes I made? Okay, so whether or not you like the rectangle diagram or you like the rainbow, up to you. But can I say something at this point? This rectangle diagram, the reason why I teaching you this rectangle diagram is because later I want to use it to teach you how to factorize also. So the rectangle diagram can be used to expand and can be used to factorize. In my opinion, is the one thing that you learn that can do 2 things. Quite useful. If not, you have to learn one way to expand and then another way to factorize, which I do not know if you like that, but I personally like to learn one thing and do 2 things at the same time. Okay, so that's why I always recommend rectangle diagram. Okay, but that's for later part. Let's go to example 1b. Some of you have already done it, so let me write down. Minus 2A plus 1, A minus 4. Minus 2A squared plus 8A plus A minus 4. Like I said, I like to circle the diagonals because they are usually like terms. And then ask myself, what is plus 8A and plus A? Plus 9A. So I can now write down the answer straight away. Minus 2A squared plus 9A minus 4. Do you need to show the expansion step? The answer is yes and no. If it's a 1-mark question, just give me the answer. If it's a 2-mark question, write the working. Okay, so some of you, like me, only wrote down the answer. Maybe you want to shift your notes a little bit lower so that you can copy down the middle step, the expansion step. Okay? Quite straightforward, I think. Need to wait. Okay, wait. Let me know when I can move on. Yeah, can I move on? Okay, let's go to the next one. Whether or not you want to use the rectangle diagram, up to you, but I'm going to press on. For me, I really believe that you should just learn it and use it. Okay, so I'm going to do the rectangle, 2x squared minus x plus 6x minus 3. The diagonals plus 5x. So my answer here, first I write the expansion working, then I write the answer. On the other side, I do the same thing. Okay, we move on to example 2. Same thing, there's a rainbow method and the rectangle diagram. Just now someone asked me how to draw the rainbow. So I'm going to draw the rainbow now. Okay, to draw the rainbow, start with the first term. Connect to each term in the second bracket. Then go to the second term and connect to each term on the second bracket. Now what happens here is you will have 4 different rainbows. And you should do them step by step. Okay, but I still think that it is much easier if you just do the rectangle diagram. So 3x minus 2y, x plus 6y, and then you just fill up the 4 boxes. It doesn't take long to draw a rectangle also. 3x squared, 18xy, minus 2xy, minus 12y squared. As I said, the diagonal always has like terms, and in this case, the diagonals are x and y. So that is the term xy. So you can combine them together and they should give you plus 16xy. So your answer here should be 3x squared plus 18xy minus 2xy minus 12y squared, then equal to this as your final answer. Okay? Take a moment to just check, glance up and check example 2. If you got it right, I move on. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Moving on. Practice 2. Simplify the following expression. So draw a rectangle. Write down the length and the breadth, and then fill in the blanks. You know, when students are working on expansion involving 2 or more variables, the issue comes when you don't write your alphabet in the alphabetical order. So like A, B and B, A, you might think they're different, but actually they're the same thing. So I encourage you to always write in alphabetical order. So it's easier to see that for this question, you can simplify them easily. So a squared plus ab plus ab plus b squared, you get this. This is a standard formula. So I'm going to put a star next to it because this is a formula you need to memorize to help you with expansion in the future. You don't want to memorize, it's fine, you just draw the rectangle every time. Okay? Part B is also a very important formula called the differences of square formula. I will write down the name and put a star so that you can remember to memorize. Yes. Okay, so again, draw a rectangle. A plus B, A minus B, A squared minus AB plus AB minus B squared. Now in this case, when I circle the 2 diagonals, One is positive, one is negative. So it's actually equal to 0. What happens when it's equal to 0? Do I write it down? I actually don't. Okay, so I'll write down the expansion form and then after that write down the answer. So this is called the differences of square formula. Okay? So that's A and B. I put star there because the formulas are important. If you memorize them, it's much faster. Question C and question D. If you are like me, your handwriting very big, just draw a bigger rectangle. Okay? By the way, if you draw your rectangle in exam and I need to see working, the rectangle is a working. Or you do not always have to write out every single thing for me to give you marks. Okay, your answer is correct and I can see your rectangle, which tells me you know how to expand. I will also give you the marks, okay? I just want to make sure that we all know that. Okay, so I've gotten the expansion form. Now I circle the diagonal. I got plus xy. So the answer here is 6x squared minus 2xy plus 3xy minus y squared. 6x squared plus xy minus y squared. Okay, the last one. The last one in this page. Okay, so I have 6ab plus 8b squared minus 3a squared and minus 4ab. Now in this question, the like terms are not in the standard diagonal. It's not in this diagonal. Okay, it's actually on the other diagonal. So make sure you circle properly and realize that this is plus 2ab. Okay, and then you can get your answer after you write out everything. Let's write it alphabetically. So we start with the A, then we write the AB, then we write the B squared. Okay, so that's the answer for that page. Yeah. The terms, the same term. We circle the term, same term because we want to simplify them. Circling is just easier to see. Alright. Okay, I'm going to press on. There's only like 5 minutes left, so I will finish solving the whole worksheet and then you can refer to it at your own leisure at home. Okay, let's do this one.
Can I have the other worksheet?
Yeah, of course. Oh, there are two things to expand here. Okay, there are two things to expand here. I'm not going to draw rectangle, I'm just going to write down the answer. Okay, collect the like terms. We start with x squared. Now we collect all the x's. 2 plus 3, 5, minus 2, 3 again, plus 3 again. So it becomes 6. Then finally the 3 and the minus 3 and the minus 3. Expand and simplify. So we are done. If you need the rectangles, I draw at the side for you. Okay. Next one. Use your iPad to see. Okay, X first, then after that Y.
Okay, yeah, this is the question.
Okay, if you need a rectangle, I draw now. Do I like what, sorry? Yeah. What's up? Go, go, go. Okay? How many questions are there? Or two more? Okay, I'm just going to do the last two quickly. Okay, the last two questions I didn't draw rectangles. I don't think there's a need to. So I leave it to you to figure it out. Okay, I will pause the video here.